that goes as well. All right. So let's go through our list here that we have been doing. Top 10 lists, top 10 outside linebackers, edge rush, 3-4 teams. Okay. So these are teams that are not, that have more linebackers on the field than linemen. Okay. 3-4 teams, edge rush. Okay. So that's what the list is here. So some people will say Miles Garrett, or we already covered that, guys. So these teams are 3-4 teams, like the Ravens. Ravens, we don't have anybody on the list here. But these are teams with 3-4 outside linebackers. Edge rush, the list. Number 10. Yeah, I know. Joey Bosa. Injured in camp. Again, best ability is availability. Believe it or not, he'd be much, much higher had it not been for all the injury issues. But this guy is a freaking nature, a beast of a beast. He just got to stay healthy. That's why he's way down here. I do think a healthy Joey Bosa is actually a top 10, but that's a if. But I think it on circumstances, I'm putting him in the top 10. Joey Bosa, Bo Mafe from the Seattle Seahawks. So this is a guy up and comer, had 8 sacks last year as well. Definitely starting. I'd love to see what Mike McDonald can do with his speed. That would be interesting to see. Definitely, I think with his speed that he has, and Mike McDonald's exotic blitzes, because he's got very versatile guy. Mike McDonald will absolutely know how to use him. Definitely, he's a guy who definitely can get 10, 11, 12 sacks. Hasn't done it, didn't do it last year, but definitely has that type of ability. Here's another young guy, Byron Young for the Rams. So you don't have a Larry Donald in there to take 3 guys, but I don't think it matters with this guy. He's a little smaller, I think, than I'd like to see him get like 10 more pounds or a few more pounds to really be dominant. But he's another guy at about the 8, 9 sack level, I think, to get to that 10, 12 level. Great, actually, quickness, hands, great instincts. I love some guys at linebacker. I really think a lot of it, even inside, outside, is instinct. How do you react well? Do you see the play well? Do you see the field well? Do you see the rush? What do you see well really quick on a dime? That's what makes a great linebacker rush. I think Byron Young, absolutely has a lot of that. He is number 8. Here's some names we know now. Alexander Highsmith for the Squealers. This is like the Squealer tradition. I will give the Squealers all the credit in the world. They have great outside linebacker duos. You have it. You've seen it throughout the years. They have had Kevin Green and Greg Lloyd and Jason Gilden and James Harrison and Lamar and etc. They have it now. I think him on a lot of other teams would actually have more sacks, be more of a focal point, but doesn't hurt like that you're the second guy, take this double team. And even without JJ Watt there, he was terrific the year before. Definitely got double-digit sacks. I definitely have him at 7. Matt Judon. I need to update the graphic because he's been traded to the Falcons. Yes. So the Falcons now have Matt Judon, and that puts him, I think, higher than not higher than 6 probably, but I would say that's a good for him because the Patriots, look, they're not going to be any good. He's going to be on a good defense now. He's on a team that's going to score more points. Good for him that he's going to go ahead and go to a team that's going to be more competitive. I think, this is the problem. Like, we're still looking for pass rushers, and you had Matt Judon in the building. I'm talking about the Ravens here. Matt Judon is a complete linebacker, former 5th rounder, guy who worked his way. Always the pass rush ability was there. Had to work on some other things. He steadily got better over time at the other things. I think he's a complete outside linebacker as well. Harold Landry for the Titans, I think, is probably one of the best kept secrets in the league. I think all he does has been the last couple of years is rush the quarterback, get there, and not get a lot of credit for it, not get a lot of national media. That's kind of the case with Titans players, but this guy is terrific. I think Harold Landry is definitely a top 10 player in the NFL. Top five, I think. I, I don't have him higher yet. I definitely think he can get there to the top of the list. He is terrific. The Giants, couple Giants, Kevon Thibodeau. The Giants defense is not bad. This guy's not bad. This is probably of the list. I know we're talking about edge rush, but it's he's a complete player. Complete player. He's playing that outside linebacker 3-4 with the Giants, playing on a team where he's going to blitz a lot. Interesting to see how it goes, but I think and I think also this year he's boosted by the guy next on the list, Brian Burns, no longer in Carolina, now with the Giants. So think about those two guys on the edge. So Thibodeau with double-digit sacks without Brian Burns there. Look, good job by the Giants getting this guy. Burns had about 8 sacks. He's way better than that. I think he's definitely underrated. Watch the tape of Brian Burns, and you'll be so impressed with what he can do. He's not just a pass rusher. He is a pass rusher. He's going to get double-digit sacks for sure as long as he stays healthy. But he could do so many things. Watch him stop the run. Watch him pay the pass on. Watch him. He does so many things well. So Brian Burns is the real deal. No question about it. Khalil Mack is a monster. That's the word I think about with Khalil Mack. The only thing is kind of production is kind of like this. But last year he was great. I think Bosa healthy would help him a lot. Kind of get him single up again a little bit, get him some more help. But I think Khalil Mack is a monster. I think like to stay in front of him is almost impossible with that when he's on a roll. But there are times he just doesn't always look interested or something where it always felt like he should even be better than he was because he's so dominant at times. But number one, the Squealers, TJ Watt, his brother was JJ Watt. His brother, also Derek Watt, played fullback for the Squealers. Watt, I don't think is close. Watt, I don't think there's any doubt about it. I mean, can't block him. Need 3 guys. I've seen him run through 3 guys so quick and strong. Some guys are speed rushers, some guys are power rushers, and to get to the top of the list, you're both. So TJ Watt, number one for the Squealers. I think if the Squealers make it to the playoffs, they have the biggest difference maker here in TJ Watt. There you go. So, number one, TJ Watt. I think this is the big money positions here in the league. 5 positions: the quarterback,